The Zhou Dynasty was originally located to the west of the Shang Dynasty, but after the defeat of the Shang, the borders were extended as far south as the Chang River and east to the Yellow Sea. The Zhou people were not invaders. They were Chinese-speaking people descendant from the Neolithic culture. During the course of several centuries, the Zhou moved away from barbarian pressures, migrating towards the westernmost agricultural basin of North China, the Lower Wei River Valley. The most important historical figure of the Zhou dynasty is King Wen, who is described as a living standard of benevolence and wisdom. He became king of Zhou in 1099 BCE, during the last days of the Shang dynasty. King Wen is credited with conceiving the ambitious plan of undermining the authority of the Shang by making alliances with neighboring chiefs that gave the Zhou the military power to make conquest possible. Wen's growing power disturbed the Shang court to the point that they imprisoned him in the city of Yuli. However, Wen's supporters ransomed him by giving the Shang a large number of gifts. The second son of King Wen was King Wu, who built a new capital. In 1046 BCE, Wu led an army of 50,000 troops against the Shang army of 700,000 troops in a battle known as the Battle of Mu. In the Zhou dynasty, the technology of artisanry included the perfection of bronze casting, gold and silver lay-ins, and metal and wooden objects, the beginning of iron casting technology, and widespread use of iron tools, development of warfare technology like iron weapons, chariots, and fortifications, the engineering technology for irrigation, drainage, waterways, canals, and dikes, the development of music temperation by pipes and tools, the dyeing of yarns and woven materials like silk and linen, the glass production, and multicolored lacquering of wooden or bamboo objects. The technology of astronomy, astrology, geography, and physics included the perfection of the calendar, recording of irregular astronomical events, the first geographical maps, and the division of China into 9 provinces. The technology of mathematics and agriculture included the description of basic arithmetic and fractions, calculating with chips and tallies, geometry and trigonometry, and use of fertilizers and pesticides. The latter period of the Zhou dynasty is famous for the beginnings of 2 major Chinese philosophies, Confucianism and Taoism. The Chinese philosopher Confucius lived from 551 to 479 BC. Many of his sayings and teachings impacted the culture and government throughout the rest of the history of ancient China. Confucianism is described as tradition, a philosophy, a religion, a way of governing, or simply a way of life. Confucianism is developed from the teachings of the Chinese philosopher Confucius, who considered himself a retransmitter of the values of the Zhou dynasty golden age of several centuries before. Taoism is a religious, philosophical, and ritual tradition of Chinese origin which emphasizes living in harmony. Taoist schools function as theoretical and liturgical frameworks for both popular and high cults of broader Chinese religion. Chinese and Western historians call the type of government of the Zhou dynasty a kind of feudal system because in many parts the custom was similar to that of the Middle Age in Europe. The rule over the outstretched area of Zhou China made it necessary to give large parts of territory as feuds into the hands of trustworthy people. The royal family bestowed some fiefs to members of the family itself. Others were given to descendants of older ruling houses. During an enfeoffment, the noble was not bestowed the terrain with its natural products and the population, but also given jewels and precious objects. The nobles on their side were obliged to present tributes to the court of Zhou in regular intervals.